Good morning. Hey, got up, got packed up, got into the Fontana Marina. It's where we'll usually do our resupplies. They're at 8:30, it's 10 now, and nobody ever showed up. And a park ranger showed up and says, yeah, they changed their hours. They're not open on Mondays and Tuesdays anymore. So it wasn't a complete waste. I did get water, which I can get at the next shelter anyway, but was able to charge my battery pack almost full. So I've got to be careful with my power going into Smoky Mountains because I won't be able to. I only got the one power pack and I need my phone, so I got to make sure it gets me through. No resupply. I do have enough for 3 days, 4 days if I ration a little bit. And sorry, I'm thinking, walking, and it's hard enough just to do one of those two things. Good thing I'm not chewing gum. But I think I'm going to pull off at Newfound Gap and head into Gatlinburg for the night so I can resupply. But it's going to be, it is what it is. Not too worried about it. It's just a small glitch. Otherwise, it is a sunny day, and you get to see my face first thing in the morning. So, I'll talk to you soon. Oh crap, I should have done this sideways. I've done the whole thing over again. Maybe I will. There's Fontana Lake from the trail, just before I get to the dam. Well, here we are. Dam at Lake Fontana, and behind it, Smoky Mountains. See that way up there? That's where I'm going. How interesting. Gotta go check it out. There we go. Milestone number 2. Crossing the Fontana Dam and entering Smoky Mountains. Awesome. Hey, it's me. And I'm in a national park. Well, I made it up to the hill. I'm almost to the tent site. I gotta tell you, it's the first time I actually gave the thought of quitting. That was the hardest hike I've done. Consistent, steep trail. And plus, come find out about it, the guy behind me said I almost stepped on a rattlesnake, and I never did see it. I can tell you, I'm not going to stop yet, but I hope I get a lot better at this. Whew, pretty rocks. Okay, just thought I'd show you those. Talk to you soon. Hello, today's day 15. Well, made it across Fontana Dam, made it into the Smoky Mountains. And the first climb, I didn't know if I'd make it to the shelter. I was going to play it by ear because there is a tent site before you get to the shelter, and that's where I ended up stopping. I did 9 hours today, or 9 miles today. The shelter is another 5, but I had a hell of a time up this mountain. And like I said in my video, is that this is probably the first time I've questioned whether to stay on the trail. However, with that said, I rushed into Fontana. I was going to charge everything, get all my resupply and all that stuff. So so when I did that, I didn't have breakfast. And then I was getting in there and having everything closed and all that. It was really disappointing because I wanted to get an early start because I wanted to make sure I made it up because I knew there was a pretty steep climb. So, there's 2 strikes right there. And then just coming up that mountain, it was just so steep continuously that it really was miserable. It didn't seem like fun anymore. But now that I've gotten here, I'm got settled in, had dinner, relaxed. I got in at 2:30, so I didn't want to push going another 5 and getting there after dark. So I figured I'll just try to do. There's almost a shelter approximately every 5 miles, so I'll shoot for 10 miles tomorrow. This was pretty steep. So the rest of it will be ups and downs, but not as hopefully, at least what I'm seeing, is not as steep as they were today. However, there's a big climb coming up here in the next couple of days. Is Mount I can't say Kawa, whatever, which is over 6,000, and it's the tallest mountain on the AT. So looking at that one looks like it's a bear straight up and straight down almost when you look at the elevation charts, although it doesn't have the duration or the steepness for as long. I think there's a mile up, your mile where it's steep going up, and a mile or so going steep going down the other side. But it's supposed to be pretty spectacular, so I've got to be ready for that. It was funny. Had a man and his daughter were trail running up the same mountain I was having problems getting up, and they ran all the way up to the smokehouse or the fire watch tower, and turned around, came back, and they talked to me before they went up, and they stopped and talked to me before I went down, and they ended up giving me all their candy and everything because I wasn't able to get into the marina. I do have food for 5 days, so I'm moving stuff around a little bit, but I've decided I'm going to go into Gatlinburg from from Newfoundland Gap, and get a resupply there, and at least a Nero, probably a Zero. It depends how I'm feeling, because my guess is I might feel a little better just because I can make it from point A to point B, but I'm still not 100%. So, I guess this is the first psychological hurdle I got to deal with while on this trip. So, sorry for talking so long. It's been a long day. And, the guy came up behind me and said, "Hey, did you see the rattlesnake?" I said, "What?" He says, "Yeah, it's right there on the side of the trail. You walked right by him." And never did see him. He was a ways back. He got a picture of him. I forgot to have him send me a picture. But, a little timber rattler, I guess. So, what you know, wildlife, and I walk right by it. Just my luck, right? Good night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.